John Calvin once wrote, "Christ burned with such zeal for the glory of his Father that he could not endure to see it profaned without expressing his indignation. He was so gentle and meek toward men was like a roaring lion when the honor of God was at stake." That quote captures one of the most unforgettable moments in Jesus' ministry, the cleansing of the temple. In John chapter 2, Jesus enters the temple and finds a religious marketplace instead of a house of prayer. Tables covered with coins, merchants selling sacrificed animals, the court of the Gentiles, meant to be a place of outreach, had become a place of profit. Warren Wiersbe explains it well. The marketplace likely began as a helpful service to traveling Jews, but it turned into a greedy business enterprise. Even worse, it replaced the opportunity to teach Gentiles who were seeking the one true God. It was spiritual clutter, and Jesus had seen enough. With righteous fury, Jesus made a whip, turned over tables, drove out the merchants, and shouted, "Take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of merchandise." John tells us that his disciples remembered what was written in Psalm 69, "Zeal for your house has eaten me up." This wasn't a momentary outburst. It was the natural overflow of a life filled with passion for God's purposes. But Jesus' zeal didn't begin in the temple courts. It started as a boy in Jerusalem when he told his parents in Luke 2 verse 49, "Did you not know I must be about my Father's business?" That same zeal continued at his baptism, through the calling of his disciples, in the Sermon on the Mount, and in every act of compassion and healing. His zeal was steady, focused, and driven, not by ego, but by devotion to the Father's will. He healed the hurting, mentored the disciples, rebuked the self-righteous, and poured himself into the mission, until at the end he could say, in John 17 and verse 4, "I have glorified you on the earth. I have finished the work you gave me to do." The Bible calls us to follow the same path. 1 Peter 2 verse 21 tells us that Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps. That doesn't just mean avoiding sin, it means becoming like him in every way, including his zeal. In a world marked by apathy, selfishness, and shallow religion, God is calling us to something deeper, a life of fire, of passion, of holy purpose. Christ's passion was to please his Father. That burning zeal to do the Father's will should consume every follower of the Lamb. May it consume us, too. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great and wonderful day.